Hey everyone, Yōkai here, back for the first episode of the second season of Princess Connect Redive. So, this show, I watched the first season and reacted to it, so you can go check that out if you haven't done so yet. And I quite liked the first season. What really stood out to me was just the vast amount of cute characters with great character designs, right? That was the thing that really stood out to me in the show, which made sense because of the kind of source material, the waifu gacha game sort of thing. Which actually, I think that actually got a English localization since the first season came out, like in between these two seasons. I haven't played it yet, but I really should. But yeah, the first season, I'll be honest, I don't remember too much about it. But funnily enough, it went into my folder, my Princess Connect Redive folder, and I actually noticed that I took a bunch of notes. Just goes to show you how much there was to remember in the show. I should probably go study that later. But yeah, we're here for the second season. I'm pretty excited to get into it. So let's jump on in. I'm not going to explain my reaction format because I'm going to assume you've seen my first season reaction. So yeah, let's jump on in and see how Kokoro and all the other characters are doing, what they've been up to since we last saw them. So yeah, 3, 2, 1, play. Where's my... Okay. See if I can have that text document of names up at the same time I'm watching this. The benefit of having two monitors. Okay, that is Kyaru. Kyaru, I think, our resident cat girl who looks extremely comfy right now. First thing in the morning, chopping wood like a manly man. No, good morning to you, Kokoro. I gotta remember there was like two K's in the middle, right? Kokoro. Pecorin, that was the glutton princess, right? Pecorin. Oh yeah, she was the Yabai Dissonant girl. That's what I remember her for, more than anything else. Yeah, I feel like we're already just like flexing that season 2 budget. Damn. Oh, that was such a good shot. And that could be like the opening main menu of main menu screen of like an RPG or an MMO or something. Like it's what it kind of came across as. Like it does all that animation stuff and then it stays there in like a bit of a GIF sort of format until you click start, you know? Hopefully you know what I'm trying to say, but... Oh yeah, the show was also about food, wasn't it? I forgot. That was a big thing. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure I would just love leaving things to him. The man who ate money in the first episode, I'm pretty sure. Very peaceful day so far. You can't be a picky eater. Not with Pecoline around. Well then don't act like one. Map? Yeah, it's definitely a map. All in a day's work. I got a piece of paper for you guys. I guess it could be. One way to find out. Legendary seasoning. Sorry, I'm still a little bit sick. I'm sure it'll be fun. As long as there's a chance we're going. Food. Don't look at them for the answer. You gotta come up with it yourself. No cheating. Yeah, that's the full version. Opening? Yeah, I think this is the opening. Freaking Kyoto just trying to keep up back there. That shot just has some real Konosuba opening vibes. We should get a season 3 of Konosuba. Be sure to hold on tight. This thing still looks so derpy. We're gonna stab him. Good boy. Okay. I mean, I guess you don't always need to use violence to deal with wild beasts. Is that them saying that? Oh. I was wrong. Violence is the only answer. Stab them. The show misled me. I fell for it. Give the cat girl a foot bath. Don't eat our protagonist, please. Oh, wow, I remember these three. Oh boy, do I remember those three. I don't remember their names, but I remember their existence. They're in the notes somewhere. And man, they're as cute as I remember. Someone has faith in them. The one and only. Are we underwater? Some very interesting walking movements. But, like, it looks like we're underwater, but they're walking. I'm a little bit confused. Did I miss something? I might have. She said the thing! She said the thing. I maybe weirdly happy. So we're just walking underwater, I guess. I guess. You are such a, spoiled Ojo-sama kind of character. Forest of Coral. And I've never heard Wagamama said in such a tone of voice before. Well, what else do you expect to be in the water? Still a little confused about this area, but I'll let it go. Why did we bring her? She's not meant for this. We really can't take our eyes off him. It's kind of a weird reaction. The more I look at it, the more I think about it, I guess we're not underwater, there's magical fish that fly. I guess that's what makes the most sense. It's still weird though, but so it's weird to say that makes the most sense, but I hear something. You're a brave man, Yuki. Where does that Gadubi catch? Sounds like a dog. I don't know, like, it sounds like a dog almost, but I'm glad you feel better. Yeah, I think we got dinner over here now. So I didn't really get a good shot of the animal before it got foodified. But it's edible, I guess that's the important thing. Freaking Keanu, two-handing it. Polar face is just a mess. Yeah, she was right. Food really is a solution to pretty much anything. Yeah, I guess it was called the Drops of the Sea. I kind of forgot about that. So I guess that makes things make a little bit more sense, but not really. Everybody wants a bite. I don't think there's enough to go around though, so we might have to fight for it. Furball ghosts. Are you okay? Is it one of those things? Oh, that's kind of gross. Uh, okay, so that realization was why she was acting weird. Yeah, I guess we should be used to this by now. Pecoline feeding Kyoto weird things. This is definitely a case of ignorance is bliss. We're in trouble. 2 of our people are down. Oh, damn it. That's... Okay, we are in real big trouble now. I actually don't know how we get out of this. We straight up gotta be rescued, I think. Okay, speaking of rescue, I guess we got somebody up for the task. Oh. Man, that was about as cool of an entrance as you're gonna get in life. Well, to be fair, we were hungry. Yeah, now you know what's up. That's about all they have on their side. Isn't it? Yeah, can you point us in the right direction? Well, I sure hope so, otherwise this was a waste of a trip. Yeah, I was wondering why he was fidgeting with that. Uh, I'm sure those were some good times. I mean, the guy was so good with the sword, it makes sense he used to be an adventurer back in the day. Before I took an arrow to the knee. Shed by the island turtle. A wide wasteland. You know, when they're talking about turtles and eggs and stuff, it kind of reminds me of Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. But it keeps coming to mind. Oh, wow. Oh, that is a very, very interesting looking tree. Is that tree even safe to touch? It was an odd shot of him just standing there. Makes me a little bit nervous. Okay, yeah, I knew something was gonna happen. The signs were there. Uh, is that a ghost of past adventures? Oh, God. It can never be simple, can it? Yeah, did you just deliberately lead us into a trap? Because, yeah, as soon as I saw him, the camera focused on him standing there at a safe distance, I knew something was going to happen. Oh. I mean, they're ghosts. Like, you can't really stab them. I mean, there's only 3 of them, so it's not too bad, but... Yeah, I definitely did notice that. In fact, that's probably the first thing I noticed. So it could be just a thing of him wanting them to put them to rest. But if that was the case, he could have said something, you know. But, oh, there we go. That's such an improvement. Oh, wait. Was he a ghost too? Oh, wow. I bet. Man, that blonde girl is just so damn attractive. The poison of the coral forest. You're welcome, but again, you could have said something. He makes my flesh dance. I mean, what? Uh, not allowed to go. I think he's trying to move on. I mean, I think we've met ghosts in the show before. If I vaguely remember something like that. I think we're just gonna let you leave. Keanu, why are you so cute? Uh, yeah. Oh yeah, the episode's actually almost over. Like we just have like a straight up plane. Hold on, Yuki. Hold on to something. Was that like a turbo boost? I guess we're not going fast enough. Man, this is one episode of Flux. We already went on like an epic adventure to all sorts of places. Lost Princess as our opening theme. Princess Strike. Yeah, I just get a proper attack in without being poisoned this time. Let's go. And that would be so much fun. Just flying around in this thing. Oh, that is a giant turtle. Wow. It's just like on a giant rock. Or, like a mountain. So I guess this is the end of the adventure. I guess we can call it a success. Well, maybe if you don't watch it the whole time, like look away for a bit and the turtle will do its thing. Or maybe not. Males generally don't lay eggs. So I guess not really a success then. Either way, at the end of the mission, I guess. Well, it was fun. That's what mattered. The memories of adventuring with our friends. I guess she likes it. Nothing like just a chill, relaxing eating session back at home after a long, long day of adventuring. Final selfie to end us off on. Okay. That was the first episode of the second season of Princess Connect Redive. And it was a pretty good first episode. We got pretty much everything you could hope for in an episode of this show. We got the comedy and the adventure, the epic adventure kind of stuff, because we had a pretty self-contained kind of episode. Because we started off with our characters just at home, being themselves, and also a little bit of flexing of the budget, right? Generally, second seasons have a higher budget in the first season because at that point the show has proven itself worthy of such a thing. I think that's how it works. But yeah, after we did all that, we got the start of the adventure, which was a like map to get something I think was called a drop of the sea, and that's when they were off trying to get that legendary seasoning. I think they were calling it. Was the main goal, right? That was the purpose because we are the gourmet guild, so very important to us for sure. But yeah, definitely a lot of ups and downs with this one. Kyaru, she was having a bit of a rough time, right? I think she maybe should have just stayed home, stayed in bed, and waited for them to come back in victory or defeat. I feel like Kyaru partway through wished that was the case. But yeah, we got her to come in the end, and she had like a foot bath at a certain point. She and she also was just like I think sleeping at a certain point. But after we gave her food, she did cheer up until she found out where the food came from. The furball ghost, I think the subtitles translated as, and a ghost is it is a possible translation of obake. But I feel like monster would have been a better one in this context, especially considering we had actual ghosts later in the episode. But it's a bit of a nitpick. That's not the show's fault. But I just wanted to bring that up because I thought about it as I was watching it. But yeah, she was not a big fan of eating their meat, and to make matters worse, it was like literally poisonous. Everyone was just like half dead on the ground. If they didn't get saved by that guy, they would have just been end of the show. They're all dead. So that was, I mean, it's a fairly comedic show most of the time, but yeah, they just would have died right there if they didn't get saved. So pretty scary to think about. But yeah, I did love the moment of realization on Kyaru, because I was a little bit slow at putting it together myself, because you were just looking at them and being like, Pecorin, where did this meat come from? Because it makes sense, right? If there's so many of those things around and they caught something and ate its meat, logically speaking, it would probably be one of those things, right? But yeah, she wasn't happy about that at all. But man, I got so many Konosuba vibes as I was watching this episode. Like, I don't know, I think I may have gotten those in the first season at certain points, but this episode I just got it hard. Especially when we had a little bit of like a montage-ish sort of thing on our way to the turtle. Like, I really got that impression. Because like the Konosuba, one of the openings really, yeah, was a lot like that, like an adventure montage sort of thing. It just had a very similar vibe to it. I'm not trying to explain it, but I felt it so hard as I was watching it. But yeah, this guy, he's a little bit, he's an adventurer, right? Pretty skilled, because he was able to save us from the small army of furballs. And yeah, he was an adventurer back in the day. He even has like a locket with his party members in it. And he was pretty much very helpful to our adventure. It kind of seemed like he was leading us into a trap at a certain point, because the tree we went to had like the ghosts of his comrades there. But apparently he didn't seem to have any bad intentions. He just wanted us to help out, right? Help them move on, it seemed like, pass on. And yeah, there didn't seem any hard feelings from anyone by the end of that scene. But yeah, they essentially kind of failed at what we're trying to do, right? So he's just kind of giving us a little bit of a nudge in the right direction. Also, we had that plane thing, which I guess he provided, like it was from his adventuring party, I suppose. But yeah, that was definitely useful, for sure. Just whooshing through the sky. I think at some point Kokoro like summoned a extra like engine booster nitro thingy to help us go even faster. But yeah, that would be a lot of fun. Assuming you don't crash into a rock or something, it'd be really fun. But yeah, things were going pretty well for a while. We actually made it to the turtle, and we thought we were gonna get the drop of the sea. But that kind of goes hand in hand with the turtle laying the eggs, and it can't lay eggs because it's a male. That's quite unfortunate. I mean, there's not really much you can do about that. Like, I guess I was the only turtle around there because they kind of gave up after that. But yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, if there's not a female around, does that mean there's just not going to be any more Big Island turtles? That'd be kind of sad in and of itself. But yeah, that would be so heartbreaking. You get to the end of your adventure like that, and you feel like you've got it in the bag, you succeeded, just got to grab your prize and go home, and it doesn't happen. That would crush my spirit. Pretty awful, but they still made food at the end of the episode with what they had lying around, and they seemed fairly happy with that. They still have each other, they still have the friendship, they still have the valuable experience of adventuring together with your friends, which is the real prize, right? So, it is what it is. Fun was had. That is the most important thing. But yeah, I definitely have missed this show. Like, every time I saw like a familiar face, whether it be Kokoro or Kyaru, I could feel excitement. The feelings they had when I watched the first season kind of came rushing back. That sort of thing, right? I remember Kyoto being kind of like an antagonist back in season 1 at first, but eventually she became a proper comrade, right? And I'm glad she's a part of our group. I did express a lot of confusion about the coral forest that they were at, right? Because it went through like it's almost like that meme where you have the loading, like Microsoft Windows loading kind of thing, trying to process what I'm looking at, because they were walking. Because they looked like they were in an under the sea environment, but they were walking like normal, and they didn't seem to be holding their breath. But I didn't really see like water at all. So like it was like my brain was getting conflicting information, was trying its best to make sense of it. That's the best way I can describe it. But by the end of the episode, I guess it's just a matter of they're not underwater. They're in a very unique area that allows fish to fly as if they're swimming. I guess that's just all it comes down to. I mean, we got one thing that really confused me was the one part at like 14 minutes and 55 seconds around. Like, that really looked underwater as we've seen the fish kind of swirly around. But I guess it could have just been like the coloring of the scene. But that definitely looked like the most underwater of any scene. But so yeah, good first episode. Not really much more to say than that. I'm glad we finally have this show back, and I'm pretty eager to watch more of it, and to hopefully see some more familiar characters. Like, because the document I showed you of all the names and stuff, there's a lot of other characters in the show we can revisit. Because we got to see our trio, right? Our cute girl trio, and they were. I was glad to see them. So if they can show us them, there's a lot of other familiar faces that they hopefully can show throughout this new season as well. And that is something to look forward to if they do in fact do that. But yeah, this is it for now. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.